Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Let me take you back to the future that is simultaneously also the past. Confused? Well, you shouldn't be. It's Tiberian Dawn. We all know by now, it came out I think in 1995 or something. Graphics still hold up fantastically to this very day with the zoom levels. And yeah, we haven't touched upon Tiberian Dawn in a while. In a sweet little while, but it is a good game regardless. Regardless of my Tiberian absence. And speaking of Tiberium, this map here is copyright infringement galore. It's called Warcraft. Come on. How could you do this? And the 4 players in question, this is a best of 2 series, so may well end in a draw. Between players who are very active in the TD community, and one of them being highly vetted and decorated in the form of Orb, who is, as you can spot here, wait. Oh, he doesn't have his laurels, right. Yeah. Not as highly decorated as I suspected, but hey. Yeah, he's teaming up here with Master, and Master definitely one of the stronger Tiberian Dawn players, and they are up against Borgmo as GDI, teaming up with Casib as GDI, both of whom are very prolific 1v1 players and team players in TD. The scene isn't that large, but there's definitely a handful of people who have earned their status as team game legends. And Borgmo and Casib are definitely a lethal team. I've seen them play a couple times. This map here is relatively... I really like the layout. Big wide gap in the middle. Couple flanking routes, couple oil derricks to try flow, and it's overall decent size for a 2v2, I'd say. Not too small, not too large. One issue is that you're gonna run dry Tiberium in very quick and very rapidly, I'd say. Like, that supports 2 harvesters in the grand scheme of things. So anyway, early skirmishes, basically going Casib's way here. Has managed to push Master back, but Master is retaliating with an APC. Oh wait, the rate of fire that thing got upped? Or is that just on faster? Oh, I think it's played on faster. That's why TD games tend to be played on faster. This is a APC Humvee push, I like that. That is making minced meat out of riflemen. But that's still firing? There's another one. Somewhere in the wings. Wait, am I going insane? Oh yeah. Just a sec, my headphones. It's confusing. My headphones switch their alignment every now and so often. But anyway, the APC is the kingmaker on the field. Oh, I also forgot to mention, this is a straight up GDI slugfest. There is no single mention nod anywhere. This is insane. Humvees cannot 2v1 that, by the way. Risky play. Oh, that was bad from Orb. He should have known that was bound to happen. He could have pushed the Humvees back. That was really a big misplay. Cost him the engineer. There's now 2 IPCs out for Master, and he's also got a vetted up Humvee to boot. So definitely successful, has pushed Casib's infantry back. Casib has rushed an airstrip. Ooh, this is juicy. Wait, airstrip for all players. Never mind, and only one of them was on low power for quite a bit. Defensive guard tower deployed from Borgmo. Doesn't feel too safe in his own home, basically. This engagement depends on the focus fire. This is a very even. This was a very even army, and with a little bit of focus fire, Orb could definitely have taken the victory here. And the first tank from Borgmo is out. Is definitely going to be able to push back here. Wait, what? Orb, what are you doing? That is the second engineer that he has deployed just for funsies. That was really bad. Chat is asking who has the better micro out of Borgmo and Orb. Well, judging by the past engagement, I put my money on Borgmo. Yeah, double engine snipe. That was just not very smart. Should have seen that one coming. Oh, is that engineers? Is that an engineer drop? The legendary fabled engineer drop. He's looking for the war factory, I believe. Yep. Blocking here as well. Oh, the NG is blocked. Oh no! The NG bugged out. Oh, this is terrible. This was so unlucky. Casib got off scot-free there, basically. Man, this was unlucky from Master. So what happens sometimes is that infantry who are tasked with entering a structure sometimes try to enter and then just don't. And then they just refuse to do it for whatever reason. This is a push onto the advanced comm center from Orb. Wait, he's on tier 3? That's insane. But I think Borgmo is actually going to destroy that. He's going to get that. Yep, one more grenade being lobbed. Oh my lord. That was a hell of an investment there. Tier 3 already out for Orb and immediately dispatched. That was a nice snipe. This would have definitely played in Orb's favor, the ion cannon timer ticking down, because an ion cannon strike in TD is lethal. One of the better super weapons. It is, yes, it is less destructive than a nuclear missile, but it doesn't have a wind-up time. It hits immediately. The composition here from Borgmo is actually favoring Borgmo because it's got Grenadiers mixed in. Grenadiers in TD are, yeah, they're no joke. They're packing a punch against basically anything that doesn't move. And them being supported by long-range MRLS fire, suppressive fire basically. Does that warrant an airstrike already? Might be warranting an airstrike here. Or at least a reaction from his teammate Master. That is so well played from Borgmo. The medium tank screening off here. Oh, this is brilliant play. Targeting the ore refinery as well. And the MRLS from the backlines are wreaking havoc. Have already destroyed one of the refineries. One more salvo. That was well worth it, I'd say. What a game. Ooh. On the left-hand side, a run-by from the tanks of Casib are gonna get one full harvester. Yep. Good night, Lucy. That's it. Maybe a second harvester to boot. Also getting some crushes on the way out. With some good focus fire, you get that, but yeah, Orb is in dire straits. He has his advanced comm center and 3 harvesters. Mammoth tank production has started, though. Rolling on out with the mammoth tanks. I like the repair facility for Master. It gives you access to MCV tech. You don't want that traditionally in TD. Because the TD MCV is really expensive. That's not like you can't expand willy-nilly. Red alert, this ain't. Yeah, Casib's forces are standing too strong defensively. No way of breaching here. Well, that's a turret. That thing is gonna get shredded by Grenadiers. Ooh, the crush though. Trying to come in, trickling in are the medium tanks. MRLS has a good position from the back lines. What is here in the bottom left? Oh, that is another snipe attempt. That is an APC load up. Pack up from Borgmo, targeting down the advanced comms, or the regular comm center yet again. The airstrike is not up yet. This is so big. Delaying the enemy airstrike is absolutely massive. Oh, that was really well played here. Great target fire. And mammoth tanks are notoriously slow to rotate. Oh, this service depot is gonna get so much value. Master is patching up all his tanks here. Awesome. A run by. Oh, that was an airstrike and a half. Basically stifling the push from Borgmo. That was Master's airstrike, by the way. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. And Casib has found his way into Master's backlines, though. He's gonna lose a lot of tanks, but killed 2 harvesters. Oh my. What's happening here? Mammoth tanks are doing their best, just delaying the push that's coming. So there is an airstrike advantage in wait. They somehow spent both their airstrikes. There is a massive army, mostly armored columns from Casib moving out. I really like Casib's position here. He is gonna start outnumbering and Zerg rushing Mr. Master here. And really good target fire. All the infantry are dead. It's mostly tanks. Tanks by themselves can be warded off. Oh, advanced guard tower chipping away at the mammoth tank. Barely not getting it for now. Here is, sorry for the camera work, that's a bit... Oh, wow, the MCV is forced to pack up, but that is 1 airstrike and a half. Yikes. That airstrike completely decimated the entire forces. Oh my. Ah, MRLS are still alive. They're not targeting anything right now because they're still force firing onto a structure that is no longer present. The Orb's tanks are out of position all the time. That's the problem with Mammoth tanks. They're really slow. Orb has taken the middle, but he definitely can't hold that. He should, honestly... Borgmo should push in. That's just 2 Mammoth tanks to hold the lines. He should kill this expansion. 2 more Mammoth tanks on the left-hand side. Borgmo is closing in for the kill, swarming him with medium tanks. That is all the eco lines down for Orb. It is looking bleak for him. Service depot to patch up the tanks from Casib here as well. That is a game. And really goes to show that even the red alert big names, they are having issues. They are struggling. GG being called from Orb, rightfully so. Wow, this was well played from all players, but definitely Borgmo and Casib just cranking it up. Orb, one of the better players usually, and honestly, 2 blunders in the early game, losing his whatchamacallit, twice his engineer. That was just not 10 out of 10, let's put it that way. Yeah, there is a game 2 on the way, right now, en route.
Battle control terminated.
And we're live in game 2. This is Warcraft yet again. Blizzard hasn't sued yet because they're too busy being sued themselves. If you have not followed this shit show, I definitely do not recommend looking into it because it's just been a dumpster fire through and through, unless you are a person who likes drama. Yeah. Or just terrible conduct by business people. Because that shows, yeah, it gives you a glimpse into their office politics and policies, and they are not the greatest. Okay, we're finally having some Nod in the mix. 3 out of 4 Nod this time around, so basically a faction switcheroo, except Casib, who has managed to stay steadfast and abstain from going for those filthy Nod scum. GDI for him it is. There's always been this discussion, yes, and yes, Nod are the cooler faction. GDI are basically just the United Nations with a different coat of paint, whereas Nod are certainly an interesting bunch of characters. From God to Cain to Sith. But from a lore perspective, I've always been open to playing both. That's what made these games so great with the storylines. Especially in the first couple of games. Oh. Okay, Orb this time around not bothering with the APC. He has failed miserably in game 1. Doesn't want to bother with that anymore. Instead, just going for his safe Derek. No APC shenanigans this time around. And Team 1 and Team 2 splitting Dereks evenly thus far. Master has rushed an airstrip, so he's maybe going for some vehicle aggression. Let's see. Orb has queued up a guard tower. Yeah! Recon bikes! Oh, there's gonna be a little bit of a recon run by, a little drive-by action. I definitely commend that heartily. And otherwise, there are no crazy divergent builds just yet. Casib is also rushed out. A war factory, and he's going for Humvees. Humvees are, in theory, a good counter because they can close the gap, and unlike Recons, they can fire on the move. They're more... Recons are more expensive. Oh, wait. Something died on the tip. I don't know what it was. Okay. Something died on the tip. Ooh, is this gonna be a double push? Yeah, they're teaming up. Master and Orb are getting ready for some double push action. Has not been revealed yet. The scouting Humvee from Casib is coming in just now. Ooh, this might get a bit spicy. Okay, some light early aggression, but that's just 2 Humvees. That is nothing too scary. And is there gonna be maybe a Harvester Snipe? Power Snipe? Oh, there is no construction radius. This is terrible news. Casib has opted out of building any light vehicles here. Yikes! This double push definitely getting them into trouble. Prepare for trouble, make it double. Yep, that is 2 Harvesters down for the count. Third one is struggling as well. Uh-oh. This might already be game. Well, yep, that is 3 Harvesters in the early game, and the army is still alive and kicking as well. Oh, it's not looking good anymore. I was fooled, I was bamboozled. Because I thought this game would be going on for much longer. Well, maybe it is. He has the eco to rebuild. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Oh my goodness. Every single advantage is taken away here. But 2 flame tanks from Borgmo, who has rushed out tech. Wait a second. Is this gonna be the counter snipe? The counter snipe of legends? What are Borgmo's flame tanks doing? They're just idling. Could have easily sniped that. Whoa, the flame burst. That is some insane DPS here. Oh, a little traffic jam. The recon bike. Oh, that is so cool. Almost gets everything here. But the refinery stays alive. And does Orb still fine? There is 4 harvesters from... Oh my. From Master. Oh, this flame tank push. Not quite the equalizer that he wanted, but it was a valiant effort regardless. Didn't do as much damage as it could have. It still is gonna stifle the economy, don't get me wrong, because there's now long distance mining on the menu. And especially in TD, where all the refineries get clogged up so much. This is not boding well. Okay, so that's the first comm center out for Borgmo. Yeah. Oh, and Borgmo is also has also courteously assigned a harvester to perform some overtime duties for Casib. So Casib is back in the game. He's now on 2 harvesters and plus a Lend-Lease harvester, if you will. Wow. This flame tank has been thoroughly warded off. Oil derrick is being taken under siege. Oh, don't stand in the middle of that. That is not going to be fun for anyone involved. Nice. The recons, the Humvees, definitely have their place in warding off light vehicles, and that has been good use of their time. So, Team 1 definitely not out in this game. They've been down for the count, they've been on the mat 2 or 3 times already, but they are still clinging on. Infantry, they're the Kingmaker. Against this composition, they do so much damage against light vehicles if they connect. Did you see the Flamer Burst? One Flamer Burst basically ruins a light vehicle blob's day. Just puts everything on low health. Okay, both players have taken an aggressive MCV push forward. Mass light vehicle for Orb, who has been struggling a little with his econ. He's built more harvesters. He's on 6 harvesters. No, 5. But that is too much, given the economical situation in this game. Patching up your light vehicles, also not a bad idea at all. But it sometimes can be woefully ineffective because they die in 1 or 2 shots regardless. And if there is an MRLS, the MRLS just says nope. MRLS are the blanket fire hard counter to everything. Ooh, the Humvees, the buggies going in, trying to chip off the infantry. Really good control group micro here. Recons are on the tanks while the buggies are dealing with the infantry. That was well played from Orb. That was some good micro. Alright. Getting back into shape, I guess, huh? Needed that. Really good singling out of the targets. The flame tank, though, it's too tanky. You can't commit into that. That's the reason why Borgmo is putting it forward here. Flame tanks have insane amounts of HP. They are tanky boys. This flamer push got completely stifled. Oh my, the Humvees are gonna have a field day. Yikes, Master is gonna lose so much here. Master, you are losing flamers left, right, and center. This is a reverse barbecue. The barbecuer becomes the barbecued here. Oh, that's nice. Tank over the ridge. He's gonna be able to chip in some damage here and there. Ooh, yep. Light vehicles. Light vehicles against airstrikes. That is always a fun time. For the A-10 pilots, that is. That's just target practice. But honestly, I've got to say, Orb, I got to commend him for his micro. He's been really good at patching up his light vehicles again. He's kept them alive so much. Flame tank here, retaliating in style. Trying to barbecue down one of the oil derricks. And the recon bikes are dwindling for Orb. It's not looking too great on this front. Oh, a power run by. An assault onto the power lines from Master. Getting Casib's power down. So there is the airstrike right now currently isn't ticking. So that's big. This is a really back and forth game. TD can be really fun sometimes. Oh, committing into a turret, that is never good. Light vehicles committing into a turret, that is a meat grinder. Always gonna defend that easily. Oh, ha ha! Whoa, the flamer explosion. Okay, the backline tanks got intercepted. And there is a front. Whoa, the MCV taking a beating here. And the flamer blob is marching, advancing onto the base. Lots of rockets in support in the backlines. Is this enough Humvees? I don't think so, because flamethrowers have a lot of HP. Chipping away at some of the power plant lines here. Yeah, the power situation for Casib is looking dire, as well as the economical situation. He has just lost his main mining operations. And an assault from the Recons. By the way, if you want to keep all your... Oh, that is still alive. That's a mistake. If you want to keep all your Recons alive, there's a trick. You just look which one of the Recons, usually the front one, gets targeted by the turret. And then you move just that one. Move it forward, so it doesn't have to turn, because turning equals time lost. And that's what you can't afford. So you move the one that is being targeted forward. Oh, nice snipe onto the comm center from Orb. He finds Borgmo's comm center, completely unprotected, and thank you, goodbye. And yeah, and that way you can retain your bikes. Wait, that plane is glitched out. Artilleries are starting to appear. Alright, artilleries plus recons for Borgmo. He's establishing a front line. That is honestly not the worst decision that he could make. Needs maybe an Apache as a spotter. But he just lost access to his... Ooh, highly vetted Humvees. He just lost access to his tech, so... Orb, is he going air? Yes, he is. Alright, there's gonna be Apaches for Orb, and he's also got counter-artilleries. Now, counter-artilleries, this is where the Nod-v-Nod matchup gets pretty insane. Because the lethality is so high on those. Yeah, as you can see, they are glass cannons in the truest sense of the word. They dish out so much damage, but they die in one hit every single time. Left-hand side, that is Borgmo advancing forward. Oh, that's just a helicopter. I see what Orb is going for. That is just line-of-sight support. It's really smart, though. I like this choice. It is not as costly as an Apache would be. And just like that, Borgmo is able to advance further onto this position. Not half bad. Oh, but he's committing hardcore into this meat grinder yet again. I'm not sure if that is what the doctor ordered. My god. Oh my goodness. Even the Recons, even the Nod buggies can deal with artilleries with ease. Orb is struggling on all fronts. He's being pressured by one player from two fronts. Like, we have to stress that. That is not being 2v1. He is being pressured on two fronts from the same player. That is completely different. Wow, SAM missiles track insanely far. I did not know that. Man, this game is starting to heat up. Massive push out from Master. That is just waiting for an airstrike, though. Is the airstrike timer ready? Not here and not here. Uh-oh. It's at least 3 minutes until the airstrike is up. Yeah. Casib has very little in the way of economy right now. He also has very little to stop this. This is a massive infantry push. Needs artilleries to deal with this, but Orb is struggling. Orb is losing his base left, right, and center. He's slowly getting chipped away at. I think if Master pushes in now, he's got the upper hand. He's got the advantage against everything that's coming his way. Yeah, I honestly don't see how he can stem this tide. Orb doesn't have any econ either. Okay. There is no airstrike. This is gonna be dire. Two little halves, yeah. My lord. This blob. This is lethal. Oh, how do you deal with this? Well, he's gonna lose his tech. But the artilleries are coming. Borgmo's artilleries are starting to push in and support the brethren. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of dead civs. I was about to say a lot of dead infantry. And going for a backline raid are the tanks of Casib. Going for an eco snipe yet again. This is a really dynamic game. On the left-hand side, still good value being found from Orb's artilleries with the addition of the Chinook. This Chinook has been worth its weight in gold. Seriously. It's been MVP so far. He's trying to snipe out all the tanks, all the harvesters. I honestly feel like that wasn't worth it, because there are so many spare harvesters anyway. Sitting around here, it's got like 5 harvesters left. Oh, I had that on the economy tab the entire time, sorry. Usually... Oh, whiffing the airstrike. Master predicting a push that wasn't about to come. Yep. Orb has got a massive army banked up, but his eco is in shambles. Huh, I honestly can't call this game. This is tense. Oh, Apache. The perfect answer to the artilleries here. There is no anti-air to speak of. Yeah, this is the right call. Absolutely. Airstrike! Oh! The airstrike blasting away at the infantry, reducing them to cinders. Was this the decisive blow? Borgmo's entire infantry corps is dead. And there is a massive army pushing out from Master. We are 15 minutes deep. By the way, MRLS, you would think that they are a good counter, but they're not. They are really bad against infantry. I think Master is a bit too hesitant here with his infantry. Could have pushed in easily. Man. Conyard being taken under siege. Man, this critical mass of artilleries. Look at this. Orb needs to do something right now, or he's going to lose his Conyard in a matter of seconds. Oh! My lord, it lives? Are you kidding me? Well, still, that's one hell of a dead service depot. Wow. Holy cow, this thing is still alive. Out comes the SAM side, the hard counter. The hardest of counters. Oh, that was perfect. Perfect play here. There is still one Apache. Man, Orb has been pushed back, but his MCV crucially is still alive. The hills are alive with the sound of MCVs. Right-hand side, tier 3 now unlocked for Casib. Oh man, he has somehow managed to scrimp and save. What are the infantry from Master doing? I feel like Master is misplaying this a little bit. He should have pushed in when Casib had no defenses already. All he needed to do was press the go button. Yeah, there's an untapped ore field as well, or tip field. Holy cow. That is a game. We certainly have got a game at our hands. There's a stealth tank somewhere in the mix. Yep. Temple being unlocked for Borgmo, so the nuke timer is ticking down here. Stealth sound is unfortunately still global. So that thing is revealing itself as soon as it comes online. Ooh, double kill. That was a really good MSAM. MSAM already up to vet 3. Has gotten so much value, has decimated the air. And Borgmo is using them for line of sight rather than for backline assaults. That is also really smart. Another stealth tank coming online, and tier 3 is definitely out of reach of Master. Ooh. Decent airstrike kills the infantry, but not much else. I've seen a chem warrior or two here. Orb still on defensive duty. On the right-hand side. Ooh, what happened to the... No, the infantry is still there. Master needs to do something. Stealth tanks. Oh, they're now going for a backline raid. This is juicy. Time to rock and roll. Commando has been unleashed. So the backlines are really calm now. Starting to look like it's a good position. Okay. That is a lot of grenadiers chucking their nades. Going in here. Trying to deal with the infantry. Piecemeal. Yeah, that's really good. They're eventually going to be able to overwhelm. Grenadiers also have decent health. What are the tanks doing? Oh, they are chasing some harvesters is what they're doing. Juicy. Whoa, these artilleries are highly vetted from Orb though. Orb has been playing a really good defensive game, but he is starting to get pushed back severely. The artillery shells are starting to rain in from all sides. The chem warriors from Borgmo are closing in. And here is the flank. Wait, that's just recons. Sure, he can get the econ now, but where are the infantry? They are still waiting in the wings. Master has misplayed this little... That was left-handed indeed. Nice shot from the commando. And the artilleries. I swear. The artilleries from Orb getting mad veterancy. Oh, low power for Orb now as well. The airstrike whiffing a little bit. So this means these recons have a couple more seconds of free reign. Nope. I'm gonna get cleaned up here. Harvester stays alive, crucially. The tanks for stealth tanks from Borgmo, such a game changer here. They can't really push past the defensive lines, but they can always try for sneak attacks. Try for some backline action. Really, that is a high-tier 2v2 match. Temple is online for Master as well, so stealth tanks for him are an option. Huh. Where does that leave us? I see the advantage now with Borgmo. Nuke timer is ticking down for him. Also, the timer for Orb got stalled. He was out of power. He was on low power for quite a while, so that just stalls his tech timing. Wait, it got sniped anyway. Never mind. Man, this artillery, the kill zone. Yep, still keep them coming. Really good defensive game here, just keeping his rocket soldiers in the perfect position. Real tough guy. Where is he? Where's the commando? Can't find him at the time present. Huh. Right, let's focus on this engagement instead. I mean, he's definitely doing something. He's sniping people left, right, and center. Maybe he's in the mix here? Nope. Nope, he isn't. Airstrike is ready for Orb, but it doesn't have any valid targets. Right-hand side. Man, there is so much going on here. This is really hard to cast. Defensive lines for Casib. And what's being built here? Chem Warriors and Flamethrowers for Master. He's opting for the high-tier infantry. Whoa! Oh, the Ion Cannon Strike! Casib's Ion Cannon Strike definitely turning the tides here. That was a great one. That was a value strike. Okay, airstrike here. Not doing too much, killing one artillery. That is not what Orb needed. Orb needed much, much more. Needed to kill an entire army. Master's Harvester dead. Counter push onto the Harvester of Casib. Man, these ore fields or these tip fields are so contested. Hotly contested here. Yeah, really big shout out to Borgmo for keeping Casib in the game. That was so well played. Alrighty, no airstrike at the time being. Let's check the support power tab. There's an airstrike for Borgmo in 40 minutes, but finally, Master has busted out the infantry. He's finally starting to do some real damage. But he's gonna be 2v1'd as quite rapidly. 2v1 territory has been has approached or has. Yep, 2v1 time is upon us, and that is the pushback. Oh no! Artillery's on the run, and there's recons in the backline, recons and Humvees. The army from Master, yeah, thoroughly dismantled. That's the best way to describe it here. And there is now a counter Chinook out for Borgmo. Oh my lord! This is a game. It's going on for 22 minutes, by the way. And we're approaching late game, but it feels like the game isn't decided yet. Albeit with a distinct advantage for the north side team. Yeah, Orb has been pummeled into submission. Let's check the economy for now. Assets Master is broke. Yeah, Borgmo, definitely the one who has been tipping the scales thus far. His kill tab is also quite impressive. Ooh, one single recon. I think he's trying to find a target for the airstrike, maybe. Doesn't find anything for now. Left-hand side, Orb is trying to push in again. Finally getting the artillery, the Vet 5 artillery, not before losing 2 more recons. Man, that's a light vehicle graveyard. Light vehicles die so easily. The defensive lines are starting to be pummeled. Getting hammered and pummeled. And Master is about to lose his comm center. He's not going to get off another airstrike. Man, even the Tusk missile chipping in so much damage. Oh, Casib. With his crazy hold. Being on 0 economy for most of the game. Nuclear strike incoming. Oh, blasting a hole into the base, into the fortification. There is no more refinery here. The Temple of Nod from Master is being taken under siege from all sides and angles and flanks. Orb is trying for one last desperate push out. It is gonna get overwhelmed. There is nothing left in the tank. GG, and that concludes this series with a 2-0 for Borgmo and Casib. I gotta say, this was absolutely impressive. Impeccable team play. This just goes to show, never surrender. Always try and make it work. Try and, yeah, at least make an effort to support your teammate. Had Borgmo not sent the Harvester over, he would have probably, yeah, Casib would have run dry from losing 3 Harvesters in the early game, and I was about to call this game 3 minutes in, and they completely turned it around. This was an insane series. This was just... TD can be so much fun. It has its quirks. It certainly is more about unit mass sometimes, but this was not it. This was about, you know, unit micro positioning. This was about flank attacks and sniping tech structures. This was awesome. This was a bit like, yeah, wouldn't like to say high-level StarCraft, but, you know, we're getting there. So really well played from all players, except you, Orb, because you lost your engineer twice. RIP. He's definitely gonna watch this. I'm waiting for the comments. No, he's a great player as well, as evidenced by his laurels that he has earned for himself in RHL. Which, speaking of, registrations are still running as of the time of the recording of this cast, and there are still openings. The prize pool is $1,600. People sign up. Also, Carve has signed up, so there's gonna be a big leap up in competition. So, thank you for watching, guys and girls. We're gonna be back with more OpenRA, and more specifically also with RA and Chat Paradise. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.
Gentlemen, this is about